Fox 40 Capitol reporter Eitan Wallace joins us with a closer look at the proposal that's receiving a lot of attention.
Well, in a nutshell, the proposal will split inland California from coastal California, and the lawmaker behind it all says it's no stunt.
You know what? We want our own state.
That's what Republican Assembly Minority Leader James Gallagher says is the goal of his new proposal he's calling the two-state solution, a proposal that would split California into two states. In this map Gallagher released, California would be divided primarily between the more left-leaning coastal areas and the more right-leaning inland areas.
Move in our own way, a new direction.
Gallagher says his plan is in direct response to Governor Gavin Newsom's redistricting ballot measure Prop 50, aimed at gerrymandering California's congressional districts, all with the goal of picking up more Democratic U.S. House seats statewide. Gallagher saying this about Newsom's efforts.
The straw that broke the camel's back.
He argues Newsom's redistricting plan will leave millions of Californians without the representation they should have in Congress.
We don't want any part of a government that won't give us a voice. We are being stripped of our representation, and those forgotten people, mostly in the inland counties of this state, they have no voice. And in fact, now even worse, their representation could be completely stripped by the Gavin-Mander proposal, Prop 50, that's been put on the ballot. They'll have no voice.
For his part, Newsom has said his redistricting plan is in response to Republicans in Texas and other red states as they move forward with their own redistricting plan backed by President Donald Trump to pick up more GOP U.S. House seats there. In this statement, a spokesperson for Newsom wrote this about Gallagher's proposal, quote, "A person who seeks to split California does not deserve to hold office in the Golden State. This is a stunt that will go nowhere."
Is really a long shot.
McGeorge School of Law adjunct professor Chris McCaley says for Gallagher's proposal to succeed, it first needs approval in both the state assembly and state senate, and from there, both houses of the U.S. Congress.
It's unlikely that this would actually happen. The Democratic supermajorities in both the assembly and the Senate are not going to want to see the state of California, today the fourth largest economy in the world, be split into two separate states.
For the California State Library, there have been more than 200 attempts to split up California since its founding in 1850. Those attempts failed, but Gallagher hopes his will prove successful.
I assure you, it is not a stunt. This is the real feelings of people in my district and throughout this state, of people who feel like this government does not look out for them. And when in the course of human events that happens, sometimes people make decisions to move in a different direction. Gavin, let my people go.
So what's next? Well, Gallagher already formally introduced his joint resolution on this matter, but it's unclear whether Democratic leadership in that building will even give his legislation a hearing moving forward. At the state capitol, covering local news that matters, Eitan Wallace, Fox 40 News.